stop supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Carry for Raheem Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That one complete to Hill. Jack call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here. To a 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where's the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
He'll set up the throw from the gun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Mayfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But you might remember Nick Chubb, he had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2.
From the 44, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Mayfield sacked.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Now Jackson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And Jackson throwing once more. Open man is Hill. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw again on second down. Jackson flush to his right, and that is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
7-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Check 15, check 15. Hey, alert 33. Check, 59. Coming to you, coming to you. Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 44, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Browns' 12-yard line.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This is caught, and so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I Like six. Like six. I got you, punk. Hey, check Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Get him. Mike, check. 59.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go. 58, right over there.
Throwing, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
59. Stop your whining. Mike's got 9.
Mayfield down. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, we got plenty of fight
and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
The score, Ravens 21, Browns nothing.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Baker Mayfield.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike, check, 59. Tackles.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
Mike is 59. Point it right.
To throw, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Parkey's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
21.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson getting the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's just me and you. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Okay, double up. Pistol. Right, check, 59. 3 buzz.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The tackle.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Mike's 59. Me and you on deck. Alert.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mike, check, 59. It's a party now. Mike's part 9. Rip left.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
82 yards is in.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 34, Browns 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to look deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Moore, 76 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now you're coming back out. Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard line. A gain of a yard. brings up
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns 10.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Running the counter with Mostert.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens add on.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Ravens 41, Browns 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Mike's 5'9". Point it right. Come on,
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Moore. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
King. Watch the run. Watch the run. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Gotta do better. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Double dog. Run. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You're trash.
Going to the air again with Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
58 for Mike. Who that?
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long, and I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
14 yards. First down, Ravens.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Watch the screen. 54's Mike.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards, a first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 32. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And this is picked up by the Browns. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check to go. 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
throwing the interception, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Just second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 60.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jamie Gillendow as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6 and 6.